Hey guys.
This is the AT&T Comms Hub.
Yeah.
Brought to you by AT&T. We're going to talk about AT&T Comms.
All right.
Let's be upbeat about us not
going into playoffs. We were second seed, and we either played NRG or EG, and we ended up playing EG. And we got EG'd.
Basically came into that match knowing, each option that we could play. EG won that match coming in and were touched by God themselves that, they were destined to make Tokyo at that point. We came in, didn't play well, weren't ready, and unfortunately we went down in playoffs and missed our first chance to qualify for Tokyo.
After getting knocked down to the loser bracket by EG, we played Leviathan for our rematch. We ended up winning 2-1. Against them. I felt like we were in control the whole series, to be honest, even though we went down a map. I mean, that was like smooth sailing. We then played NRG in the next game. I felt pretty confident, at least, against NRG. We prepped for them before. We kind of knew the vetoes and everything like that. So, I mean, we were pretty confident. We took first map against them. Then Lotus came about and
Nightmare,
basically. But yeah, we ended up losing Lotus. We went to Haven third. I just felt like the map was playing so well for us, and I felt great on the map, but obviously we lost in OT, sadly.
They played, really well. It's energy. You don't get to make mistakes against a team like that, and unfortunately just small things came down to decision making or positioning. We could have put the match out of reach, finished it in 2 maps, and even on the 3rd map we had chances. So that was a really difficult match for us to lose the way we did.
I'm darting backside.
Graffiti, I'm flashing back. Close right, graffiti. Come through, close right still. Backside. I got spammed. Double, once, got breach out. All good.
I think anytime Jordan's alive, I think there's definitely a chance. Unfortunately, it just came down that was the moment that we ended up losing. So is there somebody else I'd rather have in that moment? I don't think so. I felt like Jordan is our best chance in that clutch, and unfortunately it just didn't go our way.
I was ready to pick up my table and throw it across the stage. Kudos to Vic for walking out and just taking the 1v1. I mean, that was like a really good play by him. Not the best way I could have played it.
Everybody's saying he should have ulted. Like, you say that until somebody's walked up default on him, he pulls his util out and dies. So there is no right decision. There's so many things that could have gone different. They could have already been out on him. There are valid criticisms for pro players, and I agree with those, but I don't think it was misplayed. I think they made the right choices in the moment. Could he have made a better choice? Potentially, but it is the game that we play, and you can't always make the perfect read. The positives of LCQ, we have a chance to go to champs still.
I was gonna say first seed, but I'm tired of being a high seed.
I don't care about being a high seed. I've had success being a high seed.
I am not.
We just need to stop griefing sometimes.
Yeah.
Obviously LCQ is going to be brutal. The format is pretty rough. These teams are extremely good. You have a meta shift coming in that is going to make this really interesting in terms of agents that have changed, and it's going to be tough. These teams are good. They're there for a reason. Who's going to be on form during that time basically will make champs. So hopefully we can get back to a point where we're really confident and doing the things that made us successful, and we get that last slot. And my goal was not even to win, and I know that sounds stupid, but I believe that if you do the things necessary to win, and it's meant to be that you win, you're gonna win. A lot of the time it's out of your hands, but if you focus on what's necessary to win, staying competitive, pushing the other team, I feel like you're gonna have a lot better success. Had a pretty good run. Unfortunately, it didn't end the way we wanted, but we had a lot to be proud of. That doesn't matter.
I mean, no one expected us to make playoffs, let alone be second seed. No one expected us to make Tokyo. We didn't make Tokyo, but no one ever wants to lose. I mean, if you want to lose, there's something wrong with you. But I mean, the rookies had a great season. Us 3 had a great season. I mean, when the changes happened, we had a goal. When we picked up the 2 rookies, we had a goal. I feel like we kind of accomplished that. Our main things were, to shift the team chemistry shift the environment. Another main point was to grow for the future. I think we exceeded those expectations. I think we're in a really good spot to bring like a really young, talented team and keep flourishing the way we're doing. We're all good friends, we're all getting along. I mean, we just need to keep doing what we're doing. We need to keep staying hungry, you know, keep being humble. And I think those are like all key positives. Like no matter like the outcome of the season, we still have LCQ and we just need to focus on that and make sure we're, again, checking all our boxes.
I think a big thing that helped with our success is, you know, Jordan really stepped up in terms of being just an older brother, a teammate, you know, secondary caller, a mood guy, like all the intangibles that don't show up on a stats page, and then continuing to play at a high level. So definitely, like Jordan was a huge reason why we were successful.
I mean, Matt's always talking to me about being better as like a player and just a human in general. Like I have to give a lot of props to him. He's been like a big help from me moving out here, especially to LA and to this team. Because usually on my other teams, I was kind of like more aggressive. You can call it toxic if you want. But rather than being like the aggressive, toxic leader, it's more so like the older brother, like leader type thing. And I think that was like, this is like my first year like really settling into that role. Obviously I'm not perfect in it, but I'm gonna make sure that, you know, I'm doing the things I'm doing that'll help my team do the things they need to be doing. I can honestly say that Matt is probably the best coach I've had. I would say this even if his dumbass wasn't sitting next to me. He doesn't let his emotions get in the way of like what he needs to tell us, what he needs to teach us, how he needs to handle us, stuff like that. And I think when you're young, you have a lot of room to grow. You're not getting like an old vet who like is set in his ways. And I think Matt is really good at like teaching people the small fundamental things, because I think that is like what it comes down to in the higher level is people forget the fundamentals. And the biggest thing on Matt is that he's in fundamentals, and I think having that as a rookie is super important.
Basically fans through the season. Week 1, where were you? Week 2, where were you? Week 3, you know, we started to get there. I kid, we've got some really loyal fans. Dolphiner, QWERTY, you know, some of these guys, we read stuff all the time that, you know, we see you, even if it's a little bit memeing, you know, we do appreciate our fans. And I was very lucky in my last part of my career that I basically got to do the same thing in terms of droning up a fan base from nothing. I've got to do that twice now, and that's kind of cool, getting to meet you guys. You know, I love the signs that you guys make. We've got them hung up around the practice room, getting to interact with you guys, getting to put Cloud9 jerseys over Sentinels fans jerseys for the meet and greet, getting, you know, them coming back, starting to see more and more Cloud9 fans in the audience. That was just such a unique experience, and you know, something that I'll remember for a long time. And even after our loss, you know, I'm in the parking garage walking to the car, and for someone to be like, oh, like my friend won't say it, but he really wants a picture with you. You know, he's a big fan of what you do. You know, that means a lot to me, and I know it means a lot to the guys, and it makes losing a little bit easier. It's definitely not easy, but you know, I have a lot of really good memories this year of you guys. So thank you for all the support and everything throughout the year.
Job's never done, technically. Even once the job's done, it's still not done. I mean, if you're a player or like you follow VALORANT closely, you know like anyone's gonna win now in this LCQ, like any team is good. So we need to make sure that we come with the same intensity we had, we come with the same mentality we had going into the season. You know, honestly, like LCQ is like another season for us in my head, and we just take it game by game. I think we start out in the upper semis, and then we play 2 to the finals or something, 2 matches till finals. So every match matters, every match counts. We need to not take any team lightly. This is, you know, the last tournament of the year, the biggest tournament of the year. So we need to make sure we're prepared and ready. Thank you guys for watching this video, and thank you AT&T for making this wonderful Comms Hub room for us. It's always nice to do the videos in here now. I enjoy it actually, so.
It's actually really cool.
Yeah, I like it a lot. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, comment, follow.
Sub to us,
twitch.tv/MC.
MCE__.
Yeah, there you go.
MCE__. MCE__.
/Zellsis.
He already has enough.
I need more.